Duke Brown, a man who desired nothing more than to leave his past behind in the West, came here to start anew, or so he thought. Duke thought, after accepting his job offer as a warehouse worker in Scotland, that surely he could leave his life of crime behind on the mean streets of New York. However, within no more than 2 months of his employment, he would encounter more trouble than he ever could dream in his deepest, darkest nightmares, facing what was only once thought to be myth, or at least to him from what he saw prior. The October full moon shining ever so bright upon Duke and his few co-workers on this late-night shift led to conversation about the great horror movie titles of old, like Scotland's treasured and American Werewolf in London, whereas little did most of the world know that the film was based on actual events. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the story of the warehouse werewolf. For there are some things that go bump in the night, as Duke Brown will soon have to face.
Duke, do you believe in werewolves?
Dog, I think you've been watching yourself way too many werewolf flicks.
Oh, you too? I'd say let's get a round of brew at the pub after this shift and talk all things horror.
What the hell was that? Dog, this cannot be happening right now.
Fifth floor.
Sir, I can report that everything is going according as planned.
Yes, oh yes. Oh, sweet Natalie, that is just the confirmation that I've been waiting for. Now, if you will excuse me, my dear, I have a few phone calls to make.
As you wish, Mr. Wolfman. If you need anything else tonight, I'm here for you.
Hello? May I ask whom is speaking?
Why, this is Scott Wolfman speaking of Blair Stairwell Enterprises. Dr. Axe, sir, I can confirm that Phase 1 has begun.
Excellent.
Doctor, your work in lycanthropy is astonishing and it couldn't be better timing.
Oh yes, I am proud of this feat. Soon the world shall know the wraith of the werewolf once again.
You see, Duke, they are, in fact, real.
I believe you now.
The question is now how on earth We're gonna get the hell out of this bloody mess!
As they say, dog, where there is a will, there is a way.
And then I wonder what that could be.
I said, where there is a will, there is a... I'm not gonna be Werewolf meat tonight. Get the hell out of here.
Duke.
No, this did not just happen to me.
Where werewolf meet.
Duke only had been swiped once by the claw of the werewolf. The others, however, weren't so lucky, meeting their end from the fearsome beast. The next night, Duke found himself transforming into the very monster he saw as soon as the moon was in sight, although somehow miraculously not losing his intellect after his unholy transformation.
I am going after the son of a bitch who did this to me. I swear to God on my brother's grave that I shall become these monsters' worst nightmare.
He vowed to take down the very men behind all this chaos. His past experience on the streets came back into practice once he turned back into a human. Once he had all the intel from various sources within a month's time, he came for the very men that led to this curse.
Oh, Bradley, this splendid visit to the historic slaughtered lamb was just why I married you. Babe Dracula has nothing on you.
Anything for you, my berry boo.
Oh, Brad, I have an idea. Let's run into that barn we saw on the way here and get wild in the hay like we did when we first met on Halloween night.
Oh yeah, babe, that is the sweetest memory to resurrect from the dead.
Come on we go, my king of darkness.
Now let's do our own monster mash, baby.
Oh my god! Where I can't believe my own eyes right now.
Whoa, claws off, Wolfman. You ain't taking my woman?
Oh my... Look, there is another werewolf. Why that werewolf appears to be protecting us.
Melissa, I would have never thought.
This is truly the most memorable honeymoon ever, Brad.
Duke rushed off into the wilderness, soon after protecting the defenseless couple, before the horrific thought from the inner wolf got to him to feed his on them himself. Bradley and Melissa stood there in amazement for a good 20 minutes, wondering if the heroic werewolf would return before they decided to proceed as planned to the barn. Duke was getting closer to reaching his goal, to ultimately finding the evil men behind these nights of horror ready for them, to see them face the very horror they created with his own eyes. The thought of that alone stimulated him to see their end, compared to anything he's done in his past wrongdoings, that it was time to make up for. Just when Mr. Wolfman thought he was set after his funding of this horrific project, he would soon come to face the very thing he was partly responsible for creating.
Oh, my dear Natalie, you have been such an asset to me in this whole project being a success. We will leave this city to burn and start a new life elsewhere together with new pursuits to work toward for us to both benefit from. For every century there must be a cleansing of sorts that leads to opportunities for the new world to benefit from, which we are at the head of.
Oh, Mr. Wolfman, I never thought it could be such a success capitalizing on the misery of common folk. Those little simpletons asked for it, if you asked me.
Call it wrong, even call it evil. Whatever those who don't understand our motives look at it. It's survival of this fittest, my dear, and in our case smartest. In the future this world belongs to coastal elites, the most wealthiest and those wise enough who know how to work with them, unless they want to be Mr. Do Right and meet their demise.
I say it's time for us to celebrate tonight, Mr. Wolfman, and say goodbye to this disgusting city.
Yes, this is all the reason to celebrate the death of a poor society and the beginning of a new one who rightfully deserve it. Who are me and you, my sweet Natalie?
Oh, Mr. Wolfman, come to me.
Oh, Natalie, Natalie, Natalie.
Like I said, let us celebrate. You deserve this, Mr. Wolfman. What was that?
Oh, no, this cannot be.
Please, I didn't do anything. Please spare me, Mr. Wolfman. It was Mr. Wolfman's doing.
How could you ever even get up here in the first place, you beast?
Listen, it wasn't me that created you.
It was that scientist to begin with. If you know what's best for you, he's the one who should be your prey.
Not me. Why, I can give you anything if you just spare me. Please, beast, spare me.
Moving onward, Duke Brown's last stop would be the mad scientist who made all this horror possible. He got down to the bottom of the madness, debating the mad scientist who shocked him learning of his rationale as a werewolf. Duke decided, after giving it deep thought, to cut a deal with the mad scientist that he couldn't refuse, as long as he created a remedy to keep Duke human for good. Duke Brown decided that he could return to the West after the ordeal. He just went through figuring if he could face what he just did, he could face anything in this world.
My work here has been done. Lord, you can sure as hell say that I've made amends now.
That concludes the end of this horrifying tale of the warehouse werewolf.
Hey yo, Chili G homie, I ain't come back to stay stark. I've had quite a time on the other side of the world that I will tell you all about once I'm back home, Holmes.